I think we can all agree that Minecraft has released so many great animals over the years. The chickens, the cows, the horses, the parrots, and even the axolotls. But everyone forgets about the armadillo. Yeah, sure, you hunt them down for armor for your precious wolves, but otherwise, they're left to defend themselves against the horrors of the Badlands. And that's why I built this, a giant armadillo home that also launches them out the rear. I call it the first armadillo rear thrower, or the fart. Let me show you how I built this. So we needed to find a place we can build this, and I chose fellow Aussie Minecrafter Cringy Gull's SATLYMC Minecraft server. A perfect place to build a giant armadillo, I suppose. Check out this island. I think this will be a great place. Look, there's even an armadillo right here. How's it going, buddy? Can I build you a giant armadillo? Sure, okay. But first things first, we're going to start putting some torches around because we don't need any spiders and creepers coming around. And then I've got an idea. All right, so I'm going to build myself a storage house here. This is where we're going to put all the necessary items we're going to need to build this giant armadillo. All right, so let's just flatten this out. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put some sandstone here. We'll kind of make it fit with the style of the area. Nice floor. We'll put in some chests. Put some final touches on our build. And I think we have ourselves a storage house. Now that our storage unit is done, it is time to go and collect the necessary items we need to build our armadillo. And that means terracotta. Lots and lots of terracotta. Thankfully, there are plenty of mountains around with all the different types of terracotta I need. For the most part, we're just going to go with the normal brown terracotta, but I'm also going to collect some of the other terracotta as well because I'm going to need that for some shading and a couple of other ideas as well. But while we're here, we might as well collect all the other different types of terracotta. So let's get digging. So I then spent the next few hours digging terracotta, making my way back to the storage unit, storing the terracotta, making my way back to do some more digging, and, well, rinse and repeat. You know how it goes. Actually, while we're out, we're going to go and collect dirt as well, because I'm going to use the dirt so that I can measure out the size of our armadillo. Yeah, that'll be a good idea. And of course, while I return back to home, I'm attacked by creepers. I hate these things. Okay, let's do some damage control after the creepers from last night. And once we've done that, we can start measuring out where the armadillo is going to go. Let's start by measuring out the size of the feet, and then from there I can work out the body size. Let's just build up, and then that'll give us an idea of just how big this thing is. Look at it. I think that's perfect. Okay, what's next? We need some white terracotta. No, in that one. There we go. Now we can start replacing the dirt. Just get rid of that. Put in some terracotta. You can go there. I don't know how tall I'm actually going to make this. We're just sort of making this up as we go along. Yeah, that looks about right. Nice little stubby leg. Now just do the other ones. All right, legs are done. Now let's work on the base. It's about this high. Yeah, so if we do that, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Now it's time to build the body. Or at least the base of it. All right, and then all we're going to do is fill in the rest of it. Lay some torches down, and there we go. We finished the base. But that's only just the beginning. It's time to start building the body. All right, let's start working on the frame. We got to go across here, and then we're also going to go and build up here. Oh, hang on. I've run out of terracotta. Thankfully, I've got plenty more. And then we connect that up. And perfect. Look at that. That's what the frame looks like. I think that looks about the right size. And now it's time to fill it all in. Let the montage begin. Honestly, it didn't really take that long to do this. But we're not done. Because if you have a look at an armadillo, armadillos have got these stripes down the side. So we got to build those too. All we got to do is knock out these sections. Hang on, I got to build up. There, we just removed the last of that. I think we'll make it too wide. And then I'm going to use the darker terracotta. Hang on. I need some dark terracotta. some of the brown terracotta. There we go. And we do that a couple more times. And we have ourselves some nice stripes. Well, I guess the next thing we're going to do is work on the head. We should probably start here. This can be the front. So if we just build a frame first, let's just go out a bit. Join these up together. Like that. Better just check and make sure this actually looks right. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. Now what we're going to do is fill it in. Place blocks here. Next, we're going to add some ears. We're going a few blocks. Somewhere here. Yeah, they've sort of got these ears attached to the side of their head. So we'll build a few blocks like this, and then we'll go up. We'll make him quite large. They've got sort of floppy ears. And of course, we mustn't forget his eyes. Otherwise, he'd be blind. And then the armadillo wouldn't know where he was going. There we go. He looks perfect. There's only one thing left to do. Give him a tail. This is also going to be our entrance into the inside of the actual armadillo. Excuse me, buddy. I'm trying to make you an entrance. Or an exit. Not sure which. And there we go. The armadillo is complete. But you don't think I've finished there, right? I mean, come inside. We've got much to do. Okay, so this is the interior. What we're going to do is we're going to build multi-level sections for the armadillos to live in. This is going to be the ground floor. We're going to put in a playground. And then we're going to build our first level up above here. Yeah, about that high. So let's build it all the way around. I'm actually going to leave the center open so you can look down below and see all the fun that's going on. We'll make it a little bit wider. I'm also going to add in some wood here just to change up the design. And we're also going to add some fences as well. I mean, we don't want the armadillos falling over the edge, do we? All right, so the fence goes all the way around. But what we are going to do is we're going to add some stairs at this end of the build. So I'm going to break these here. And then we're going to make a set of giant stairs at one end of the building. So this is my staircase. It's like a grand, epic staircase of epicness. We need some, hang on, we need some torches. Look at it, it's a majestic staircase. Actually, it's not done. We need to fix the edges. Just need some final touches here, and it should all be finished. Right, now that that's done, we're going to start working on our third level for our interior. That should go up here. We'll work a little bit more on that later, but first, we're going to go and build some other fun stuff. If I'm going to make a safe home for armadillos, we need to be able to breed them. And the best way to do that is with a spider spawner. So, in the back corner over here, I'm going to build a small spider spawner that'll collect all the spider eggs. Spider eyeballs. Yeah, the spider thingies. The thingies in their face. And you're asking yourself, where did you get the spider spawner from? Well, if you remember previously, I was mining. Oh, I hit spiders. Spiders, I do not fear you. In fact, I want your eyeballs. I've come for your eyeballs. All right, let's just break our way through. I don't see any spiders. There's a spawner. I wonder if I can take the spawner. Hang on a second. Let me just... Oh, I can. That'll be useful. And so, with a little bit of final decorations, our spider spawner is ready to be used. It's time to start harvesting. Nice little selection of spider eyes. Time to build the rest of the place. On the other side of the spider spawner, I'm going to build a bed area. We've got a nice comfy bed here. We're going to put up some cool banners. We're going to armor stand. Somewhere where we can relax around all the armadillos. Yeah, something like that. And of course, we need some artwork. No, not that one. Something like this. That's really nice. All right, then in the middle, we're also going to put all the storage area where we can store all our items and build things. And we'll put an enchantment table here. And then that way, everything is ready to go. Simple. It's a little too dark in here, so we're going to put in some really nice looking lights. Something like this. All right, that lights things up a little more. We can now keep going. before we continue the build, I managed to capture this guy. And you know what? I think I'm going to do something with him. I'm going to get in the boat and we're going to move him into the corner over here. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, you stay in there. Then I'm going to surround him by glass. And I'm going to put a sign here that says, break in case of emergencies. And of course, we're going to need an axe just in case we actually need to do that. There you go, buddy. You're nice and safe. Now for the main attraction, the playroom for the armadillos. I'm going to make some raised sections here, and we're going to put little gardens for them to play in. I'll fill these full of sand, and then I think what I'll do is let's put some railing, and I'm going to mix up some of the sand as well, just add in some extra textures, just to make it a little more interesting. And I think I'll put a water feature here. There we go, nice little pool for them. We're also going to build the same thing on the other side, but this time I've got an idea to create a little river with a little waterfall for them. So carve out a path for the waterfall, add some stones, and fill it all full of water. And a few final little touches, you know, just so that the armadillos feel at home. And the last final touch is adding in some nice carpet on the ground floor. All right, everything's done down here. It's time to move upstairs and finish the rest of the build. Upstairs, I'm going to create these little pens for the armadillos to sleep in. We'll put some fences here, and then we'll make some nice little roofs. I'll put some carpet down. We'll put in some hay. That way, once they've finished having fun downstairs, they can come up here and have a nice little nap. Little sleepy. Little snooze. And of course, every good build needs the magical tower of dirt. That'll take a nice prime position here. We'll put some lights here, a nice sign, and some artwork on either side. Perfect. At the other end, I'm also going to put some decorations. I think we'll put some frames here. And then in each of the frames, I'll put some interesting items. Let's see, what have we got? Some trims. How about a sword? We could put a bow here. There's another armor trim. How about some horse's armor? There's a record. And the last one could be a pottery shard. There we go. Nice artwork on the walls. On the level above, I'm going to make at one end a whole bunch of cells. Now, this will make a little more sense when I actually build the cannon, but these cells are going to hold our zombies. The zombies are used to make sure that the armadillo curls up into a ball when you fire it out of the cannon. So, we're going to build some cells here and put in some zombies as backup zombies if we ever need any. Now, all I got to do is get the damn zombies in the hole. Get in there. Come on. Hurry up. Come on, go forwards. Come on, down the hole. There you go. Nice, there you go. We need some name tags, and I'm going to name these zombies Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Sleepy, and Mr. Dopey. Well, I guess the next thing to do is go and find some armadillos to bring to their new home. Oh, look, here's some I prepared earlier. Come this way, my friends. I have wonders to show you. Come on, up this way. Yes, come on. Come on. Let's go. Follow me. Follow me. Come inside. I promise you'll be happy in here. Look what I've built you. I've built you an armadillo paradise. Enjoy. And so I spent the next few days herding armadillos into their new home. And I can tell you, they're very, very slow. Oh my God. Come on. Hurry up. Move it. Let's go. Let's go. Come, my friends. Come and enjoy your new home. There is much to be seen. Much to enjoy. Come. Until eventually, the entire area was filled with armadillos. Welcome to the science portion of the video. This is where we're going to build the cannon. We're on a test world. Please meet my assistant, Frank. Hello, Frank. How you doing? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to build the cannon here. Oh, hang on. It's getting dark. We better do this quickly. Hang on. Let me just set the time to daylight. That's better. Okay. Now we can see what we're doing. We are going to build the cannon that is going to shoot the armadillos out the back of the giant armadillo. I'm doing this in a test world so that we don't blow up the actual build. All right, let's start by putting down a couple of blocks here. Then what we need are some dispensers, 3 on each side, and then we'll stack them 3 on top of each other. There we go. Yes. 2 more. Whoop, no, that's not right. 1, hang on a second. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Yes. And 2 at the back. Excellent. Then what we're going to do is we'll just fill in these blanks here because we're going to need to put some redstone on top. We need a pressure plate there. We also need a bucket of water. Hang on. I will put TNT in here first. Fill that full of TNT. And that one. Now that they're all filled with TNT, just check. Yep. We put some water here. Right. Now, the reason why we've got the zombie here in the corner. Well, hang on. I need the redstone. Redstone goes on top like this. So that connects all that together. So the reason why we have Frank here as our assistant is so that when we put the armadillo here, the armadillo gets scared. He curls up into a little ball. See? Now our cannon is ready. There's only one thing left to do. We need a button. We put the button here. Give it a push and wait for the armadillo to go flying. Bingo! There he goes. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Oh, hang on. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, I've rebuilt the cannon and I figured out what I did wrong. Underneath the pressure plate, there's supposed to be a hole with a fence in it. There we go. Now, we put the armadillo there. He's all rolled up into a little ball. Beautiful. Great. Give it a test. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at him go. Right. So there's only one thing left to do. And that's to build it in our giant armadillo. And I have. Right here. Look, it even comes with a pile of armadillos ready to fire. So let's move one into the cannon. Come on, buddy. This way. No, come on. This way. There you go. Pop down there. That's a boy. All right. Now he's ready. Then we got to press the button. Stand back, everybody. Wait for it. And kaboom! So, next time you find yourself wandering through the Badlands, why not just stop and spend a little bit of time with an armadillo? I'm sure they would appreciate it. I'm CaptDeadmeat, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, why not check out one of these videos? Go on, you know you want to.